All right, so we're up to number 4. This is the first time we're looking at an alter table command, and as you can guess, alter table command changes the table. So what we want to do is we want to add a new field to the end of the table that's called employee hire date. And the new field is going to be of type date. It's going to hold a date. So this is the command you have to put in. So please put in that command, first of all. You can put it all on one line. You can put it all in lowercase. Whatever you need to or want to do is totally fine. You both have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So then you're supposed to write 8 update queries, because right now none of the people who are in there have hire dates. We're not going to worry about putting hire dates on for ourselves, Mr. Corrigan, Mr. Gudmiston, Mr. Knott, etc. So you're going to have 8 of these, and I'll let you put in the first 2. Again, I'd recommend put in the first one, copy it, and then just start changing the stuff to the right of the equal sign. You'll also notice it's year, dash, month, dash, day. That's pretty standard, although there's other ways you can put in dates as well. When you get done, don't go on, and you'll see why in just a minute. Again, let me know when you've got these 2 done and updated, please. Any problems with these?
Not yet.
Okay. All right, even if you're still typing, can you stop for a second, please, and look on the screen? Do you remember, I'm asking you this, do you remember the 3-word definition for a primary key? A primary key is a blank, blank, blank. It is a unique record identifier. What does that mean? That means that technically, you don't need to type in this if you don't want to. You don't need to type in this. All you need to do is just say where this, because that is going to make it unique. So, I mean, that's going to probably save you some typing time. All right. But that's the way that I would do it. Again, I've said this before. I don't know of anybody who gets into this field because they like to type. If you've already put them in with all the information, don't worry about it. But for all the rest of them, do it like this. So let me know when you've got these 3 done, and then I'll move over to the next page and show you the other 5.
I'm done with those.
All right, Keegan?
I'm good too.
All right. Then again, let's just get rid of this, and this, and this, and this, oops, and this. All right. Here are your next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 then, right there. And again, it's about 9:57, and I'm going to stop us when it's about 10:50, regardless of where we are. So if we don't have a chance to finish these up today, we'll finish them up tomorrow. I think we'll get the majority of them done today. This is already 4 of 14. So you know what? We've got almost, like almost a quarter of them done already anyway. Almost a third of them done. And when you've got them all in, you should be able to go back and say, select star from employees. And now in there, you should be able to see the employee hire dates.
Okay, Mr. Scott, I'm getting errors after the first update employee. It's an error with the update.
With the update what?
Update command, it's saying that it was previously parsed.
You're not, I mean, are you just putting in one command, then running it, then another command, then running it, etc.? Don't put all
No.
these on, don't put all these on the same line. You know what I mean? And then
Okay, so we
running
do
it, 'cause-
one, run it, and then do the
yeah,
next.
because in many, you actually can do that when we get over to the SQL server side, but in here, PHP MyAdmin, one thing about it, I like it because it's semi-graphical. I don't like it and it's very slow, meaning it's very limited because it's got a small buffer size. Are you having problems though if you put them in one at a time?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I should have said something. Sorry about that. Keegan, you got all yours in?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
All righty. So let me know when you're done, Keegan, and we'll go on. Keegan, did you finish it up?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So next, as it says here, we were supposed to write a query that shows each employee's first name, last name, hire date, and the number of days they've been employed. And that literally is including weekends. It's not just business days. And I didn't use the get date. That's what we'd use if we were in SQL Server. We use what's called cur date. So this is the query right here. And again, if you're more comfortable, put it all in lowercase, whatever way you want. Don't worry about going on to number 6. When you get done with this one, if it works, just let me know, please.
Okay, Mr. Scott, I'm getting that the date diff does not exist.
Okay, let me double check and grab this. Copy. You're not going to see a change, but I'm going to go back and just double check. I did run all these, so they should all work.
I'll double check my entry.
No, it does work. You need ABS and then a parenthesis, date diff, one word, then a parenthesis, cur date, then open and close parentheses, etc., and 2 parentheses there.
Mine worked.
Okay. What that is doing is if I say to Keegan, how old are you? And Keegan says, I'm 23. He says, how old are you? And I say, I'm 63. There's 40 years between us, and it doesn't matter if we subtract my age from his or his age from mine. It's still 40. Absolute value says when you do this, if for some reason you get a negative number, just get rid of the negative sign. So that's the absolute value. Date diff says we're supposed to take this minus this. And it actually, like I said, it should work.
Mine works. I accidentally put in 2D.
Okay. All right. Then the next one. Now this is starting to use. These are starting to use what are called the aggregate functions. So max employee date. That's whoever got hired last, because their date will be the latest. Min employee date is who got hired first. So this absolute value with the date diff, this will take the difference between the last hired and the newest hired and tell you how many days there are between them. All right. So I'll let you put in, these are 2 different queries. This is one query. This is one query. All right. When you get those in and working, let me know. And again, notice plenty of parens over here. So let me know when you got the first one done so I can move this up a little bit, okay?
Okay, I have the first one done.
Keegan, you still working on the first one, or you have the first one done?
No, I'm good.
All right. So there's the second one. And then when you get done, do this alter table right here. So do this, then do this, and then I think it's going to be time for me to give you a new URL by that time. So when this one is done and working, let me know, and I'll move it up again.
Okay, I'm done with those.
All right. You got this one done, Keegan?
Almost. All right, I'm good.
All right. So then do this alter table command. This will add a new field to the end of your product vendors table that's called expected delivery date. So please put in this command that's in gray there.
Okay, I'm good there.
All right. Keegan?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right, I'm good.
Okay. So this says show the query to fill up the expected delivery date, and we're assuming that the date is 2 months later than the ship date. All right. Looks kind of ugly, kind of long. I'm going to leave that there. All right. And there it is. So get in as much of it done as you can. And this will probably be the last one before we take our next little mini break and I generate another URL for you. Get rid of some of these spelling errors. Maybe that's a little easier to read with all those, without all those underlines. Oh, boy. All right, I just got the old 10-minute warning, so this will be the last one. When you're done with this one, I'm going to immediately generate another URL, and I think we can get 9 and 10 done, and then we'll finish up the last 4 in the first hour or so tomorrow before we go on.
All right, I'm good on that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break then, and then we'll go back and we'll look at the, we'll continue on. All right, so if you drop off, I'll be back literally in a minute or two.